Hello, I'm Gil, and I'm eventually doing the voice meme. And yes, I'm aware I said I'd do this on Tuesday and yesterday, but hey, I got there eventually. The first question is from Elizabeth, and it's actually a serious one. Thank you very much for that. It's when did you know you were gay? The answer to that is I'm not actually gay. The answer to that is I'm pansexual, and I've known pretty much all of my life because I've been crushing on boys and girls since I was in primary school and before. So came out as bisexual when I was 14 or 15. Found out about pansexuality when I was 17, and that fitted pretty good because gender really doesn't get in the way. The second question is also from Elizabeth. Sing Eisenkite. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, and you have to listen to my voice, so I apologise. Einsamkeit, 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 I want to be found. That was probably wrong. Okay, and Fritz asks my favourite person to cosplay. I hate these questions. Technically it's Ed, because that was a hell of a lot of fun. That's Edward Derrick from Fullmetal Alchemist. That was my first cosplay. Prussia is fun. I haven't actually cosplayed England properly yet, but I'd imagine that he's going to be fun too. Fritz also asks, why did I choose England and how did I find Hetterbook? I found Hetterbook with the original advertising on LiveJournal all way back when, which means I can't actually remember a lot about it. I think I picked England because Prussia was taken, and I had finally accepted that there was no point denying that I basically am England. And England was still free because ICE had picked ICE rather than England. So that was that. And then Fritz's next question is sing a line or two of your favourite character song. Oh god, I should have prepared this. Mrs. Fairy, ah ha ha ha, here I go again. Okay. Alfred asks, sing Arthur's song. Now this needs a bit of a story because a while ago I sent him a song that my ex wrote. This is Red, by the way, who's a real sweetie. She wrote a song for my friend Martha's birthday, who some of you might have seen on LiveJournal as Kit Marin. She's our England in the group, or was originally one of our Englands, but now she's our England. And for her 16th birthday, Red wrote this song, which we sung at full volume in the middle of, I think it was Piccadilly, no, it can't have been Piccadilly, in a tube station anyway. I don't remember how it starts. I was just singing it just now too. We like to drink with Arthur, 'cause Arthur is our mate. He's into little boys and likes to masturbate. He took Hong Kong from China, and look how he turned out. Why do you think when Sealand stays he gives a mighty shout? That's why Canada is quiet and Alfred is a dip, 'cause Arthur likes to let them play with his magic stick. Now he drowns his sorrows in rum and bawdy songs, and now he's started singing, so it's time to run along. As you can imagine, that went down really well. Alfred also asks how Arthur's buggered up my cooking ability, and I'm pretty sure he didn't phrase it like that, but that's how I've written it. To be honest, I don't actually cook that much anymore, so not that badly. Although I seem to have acquired the ability to burn. I burnt the pita bread that I did last night. Yeah. I can't imagine what's going to happen when I start making birthday cakes for people. Francis asks, say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So yes, the answer is I can say it. Francis also asks, did I ever have any imaginary friends? And the answer to this, I used to have quite a lot. Considering that I used to spend most of my playtime in primary school sitting in an old stump tree, and using the stump to make potions, and I had my imaginary friends to help me. Yes. He also asks, or she also asks, if I could be a magical creature, what would I be? The answer to that is really easy. I would be a dragon, because then I could breathe fire and have wings and be generally amazing, because dragons are amazing. Really amazing. Did I mention that dragons are awesome? I'd like to be a dragon, in case you couldn't tell. She also asked me to read the beginning of Bluebeard, so I really hate reading stories. And I've also lost the tab for it. It's there. And this story is really difficult to read because I've already tried to do it once and it didn't go very well. There was once a man who had fine houses, both in town and country, a deal of silver and gold plate, embroidered furniture, and coaches gilded all over with gold. But this man was so unlucky as to have a blue beard which made him frightfully ugly that all the women and girls ran away from him. One of his neighbours, a lady of quality, had 2 daughters who were perfect beauties. He desired of her one of them in marriage, leaving to her which of the 2 she would bestow on him. They would neither of them have him, and sent him backwards and forwards from one another, not being able to bear the thoughts of marrying a man who had a blue beard. And what besides gave them disgust and aversion was him having already been married to several wives, and nobody ever knew what became of them. Bluebeard, to engage their affection, took them with the lady their mother, and 3 or 4 ladies of their acquaintance, with other young people of the neighbourhood, to one of his country seats, where they stayed a whole week. And I'm not going to read the rest of it. I actually really don't like that story because, as far as I can tell, it's got a bit of a screwed up. Bluebeard did kill his previous wives, but he didn't do anything bad to his wives until she disobeyed him, so I don't know. In other words, I think both parties are guilty. Oh god. Fritz asks me to do an American accent, and Francis said that I had to do a Southern American accent, so I'm now going to make all of your ears bleed, and you can blame both of them. I don't know what I'm going to say. Y'all are gits, and I hate you. And that's it. Magnus asks me to imitate Prussia, which is easy because I'm really awesome. Yes. I'm the most awesome. In fact, being alone is awesome. No, really, being alone is awesome. And I've got Gilbert somewhere. Where did I put Gilbert? Sounds like his batteries are going. No, Gilbert, don't die on me. You're the most awesome bird. Magnus also asked me to sing part of one of England's character songs, which I've already done. And although I did learn the lyrics to Invincible English Gentleman, I can't recall them off the top of my head. And the last question is from Fritz, who asked me to do one of England's lines, or do England as how he should have been done in the dub. I've written it down as being English Gentleman. This isn't how England should be done in the dub, because I don't know how England should be done in the dub, and I don't presume to say. However, I can be an English gentleman, and I can tell you all that you're all lovely chaps, and I would quite like to meet you for tea sometime. It'd be quite nice, quite pleasant. We could sit around eating cucumber sandwiches, don't you agree? It'd be lovely, charming. And that, I believe, is the end of my voice meme. So, goodbye from Gil, and goodbye from Arthur.